Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining me this Friday for today's edition of Watching Your Wallet. Now, the Secret Service says its recent anti-skimming operation stopped hundreds of millions of dollars in potential fraud losses. But criminals are still finding ways to steal card numbers at places many of us use every day. In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Carice Jackman sat down one-on-one with a Secret Service investigator and shares simple ways to protect your money and your credit.
From ATMs to gas pumps, Michael Peck, Assistant Special Agent in charge at the U.S. Secret Service, says criminals are still planting devices designed to steal your card information, a crime known as card skimming.
It's a crime where someone is stealing the numbers from your card specifically to then defraud you.
Peck says these thefts can hit anyone, and in some cases, stolen card data is used to drain benefits too, turning into EBT fraud that can hurt families who can least afford it.
We found not only is this an epidemic across the country, but through our operations, we stopped nearly $500 million in financial fraud loss that was going to directly impact our citizens, our people.
He says the agency's strategy isn't just law enforcement, it's prevention too.
We are talking to churches, we're talking to retailers, we're talking to community groups. We're doing everything we can to increase the protective posture of consumers and increase our resiliency.
And he says you can take a few quick steps before you swipe or insert your card, especially at ATMs and gas pumps.
For an ATM, they're going to put a small device inside of it, and usually a device on the outside that is stealing not only your card information, but your PIN number that they can then use to access your cash. Same thing goes for gas pumps. They will put a device inside the card slot, and they will put something usually on the outside that is going to steal that card number.
So before you pay, give the card reader a quick check. Look for signs it's been tampered with, like loose parts, tape, or glue residue. And if one pump looks different from others, don't use it and let the station know. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
Now here's a peek into what you can look forward to in next week's episode of Investigate TV Plus.
On the next Investigate TV Plus, lithium-ion batteries charge faster and store more energy, but a sudden release of all that power can pose a threat to lives and property.
If you notice a battery smoking, get out. You're past the point of being able to do anything about it at that point.
We take an in-depth look at the potential dangers and provide solutions to prevent an explosion and fire.
And we're ending things with a look back at today in weather history.
On February 27, 2024, record warmth built into much of the Midwest in advance of a strong cold front. During the evening hours, tornadic thunderstorms would push across northern Illinois, producing 12 tornadoes across the state. Several EF1 tornadoes moved through the north and western suburbs of Chicago. These tornadoes produced some structural damage and hail up to baseball size, but luckily only one injury was reported. The strongest tornadoes of this event occurred during the early morning hours of February 28th. An EF2 tornado touched down south of Flint, Michigan, and two longer track EF2 tornadoes caused significant damage across central Ohio. One of these tornadoes that touched down between Dayton and Columbus, Ohio, was on the ground for 22 miles with winds up to 130 miles per hour and injured 3 people. In total, this outbreak produced 22 tornadoes across 4 states.
Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you all at 3 for our daily news and weather update. For 29 News, I'm Isla Miyabi.